Welcome to Elevate Your Mind with Alam. Today we'll be talking about the new moon in Aries, and it happens between late March and late April. I will be guiding you with the top 5 things to do at the time of the new moon in Aries. If you plan your life by the new moon, you will find that you are in the flow of life. And note that the advice in the guide applies to all of us, regardless of our personal astrology. The reason is this is a lunation, in this case a new moon, in a particular sign which is Aries, and therefore it has a flavor of its own. So no matter what rising sign you are, this is going to be inevitable. Let's begin by taking action. The new moon in Aries marks the start of the new moon cycle, and since Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, the time for dreaming is over and the time to take action has come. You have a clean slate when it comes to making your new moon wishes. If you've been holding off or slacking off, this is a perfect time to get back on the boat. Think about it. It's springtime. Things are flowing. Things are growing, which means it is the beginning of the year. And that means it's time to make a 12-month plan. This is a wonderful time to make a plan for the year ahead. And if you are too attached to whatever it is that you've been doing, do a plan for yourself. Do a plan for yourself and your spouse if you are in a relationship. Do one for your work. Since the Aries energy is really impulsive, you might think it's too high energetically right now to make plans, but with a bit of discipline, anything is possible. The fiery and enthusiastic Aries energy is great for infusing your plans with drive and determination, which makes perfect for being courageous. If you've been too shy, too timid, and you need some courage to move forward with whatever you're facing, and that includes your wish list, this Aries is connected to brave Mars and the energies around the Aries new moon, which is reflected. Decide that you can be bolder in life and then work on this. Aries isn't so much bold as willing to just go into it, into everything, and just go for it without being overly cautious about the results. If you could use a bit of more of imputacious in your life, now is the time to incorporate this Aries energy. You'll discover that you get to have more fun. So ask yourself, are you having enough fun? Are you spontaneous enough? Think about it. And if the answer is no, then determine that over the coming weeks, you need to make some time for having some fun. Aries is the child of the zodiac, and now is a good time to remind yourself to connect with your inner child. So focus on you. This is also a good time for some focus on yourself and what you need, where you're going, and so on. And if you give yourself your wardrobe and your website, if you do a makeover on yourself and on everything that includes you, this is the perfect time to do so. Aries is traditionally the starting sign, not least because it's the child of the zodiac. It's filled with vim and vigor, and it's preparing to burst out of a starting gate. And it's not going to worry about going too fast. It just does. Action. It just does. So, on this new moon in Aries, take action, make a plan, be courageous, have some fun, and focus on you. Now, the moon never stays in a sign for longer than 3 to 4 days. But I have come to realize that when I focus my intention on one part of my birth chart, conjunction with the moon, it truly helps me in the everyday life that I'm going through. So, in this situation, if you have Taurus rising on the night of the new moon in Aries, you should put your focus on your 12th house. And the 12th house is all about endings, healing, closure, spirituality, solitude, karma, old age, afterlife, what's hitting, limiting belief, your subconscious. The 12th house is the deepest and most sensitive part of your chart, and it relates to fears and spirituality and what is hidden. So, on the night of the new moon in Aries, put your focus on your 12th house, which is all about your secrets and your most private self. Expect a period of a few weeks when you'll want to retreat from the world and maybe just keep to yourself for a while. Maybe you might even want to turn off your phone, and not be on social media for that long, which would be really good for you. If you do like your wishes on the new moon, I consider you to wish for inner peace. Visualize yourself in a cosmic pink bubble and at one with the universe. The idea that you should keep in mind is that it is okay to take time out to meditate and contemplate. It has been a year since the giver of life, the sun, was in your sign. By now, you may be feeling as though you're running low on power. So use this month to process what has gone on in the past 12 months and what you want to do for the year ahead. And when the sun crosses your ascendant, which is your rising sign, it moves back into your first house. Next month, you can start over, of course. When the new moon is in your 12th house, it's energizing the part of your chart that relates to dreams and to all the things secret and spooky. The part of your chart being triggered affects the side of yourself that you don't tell others about. It's about your secret self, your shadow side, and your unconscious self. Trusting your dreams is a great idea now because the moon in this part of your chart can bring so much to the surface that's worth investigating. Because the part of your chart being triggered is also about all the things spooky. It's also a great time to get in touch with your spiritual side by doing things like yoga and meditation. And sure, yoga exercises the body, but both yoga and meditation also calm the mind and help you get closer to your core self. If you don't understand what that means, sign up for a meditation class or even a yoga course, and soon you will understand what I just said. This is the end of another cycle, so let go of what isn't working from your life and make room for what's to come. Now, if you already meditate or if you want to start meditating, I consider you say, "My dreams are my guide," right before you're about to start your regular meditation. And the ritual that I truly consider you do this month on the night of the new moon in Aries is to write a list of your fears and then safely burn it. I also consider you to, if you don't already do it, to start doing yoga, of course, and try to be more flexible. Maybe do like a yogi and bend yourself into a pretzel. Of course, you're not going to be able to do it right away if you've never tried it, but practice makes perfect, so give it a try. Take time out from the mad social world, put your phone down. Maybe deactivate some of your social accounts so you can give yourself a break. Honestly, if you're paying attention to your dreams, right when you wake up, write them down. Write everything that you can possibly remember literally the second that you open your eyes, because once you've been up for a while you start to forget. So maybe keep a journal right next to your bed so you can write it down, and later on you can try to figure out what that dream meant. And if there is anything that you're going to try this month, I truly suggest that you face one big fear. deal with it by thinking about where it is coming from, because all fears come from a place. They can either come from our parents, that they've maybe not encouraged us or maybe talked to us rudely, or peers, schoolmates. Honestly, there's so many possible ways that a fear can come through. So try to think about it. Fears aren't meant for us. They are implanted on us by others and by ourselves. And I want you to trust your intuition. Start trusting your gut. And if you haven't started meditating, if you never tried it, try it out. Go on YouTube. There's so many meditation guides that can guide you to do it. Give it a try. And if you've always wanted to write poetry, I honestly suggest you give it a whirl, especially right now. Write poetry from the heart and express yourself. Write it as if no one's going to look at it, so you can truly write what you feel. And since this the 12th house is about secrets, I consider you share one of your secrets and expose yourself. No, just so it can be like a weight lifted off your shoulders. Now, I am a big affirmation girly. Like, I love affirmations. I feel like affirmations help us, encourage us, uplift us. And I have for you 3 affirmations that I want you to say on the night of the new moon in Aries. And honestly, for the following 4 weeks, if you're down for it. And that is, it's okay to say no. Inner peace is my focus. I now release my fears. And I want you to say it at the very least 3 times a day. And I want you to say it so many times that you don't even have to read it. You just know it. You just know it because you've said it to yourself so many times that you just memorized it. Okay? And since this part of the chart is associated with fear and other negative things, I suggest you try the essential oil Lavender. Lavender is a powerful essential oil to work with to counter any fear, depression, anxiety, and even nervousness. It's great to work through such issues when the moon is triggering your 12th house. So give that a try if you want to. Now, I am also a mantra girly. I love doing mantras, especially when I'm in the shower. I just feel so in tune and so relaxed and just in tune with myself, honestly. And the mantra for you this month is you can chant it out loud, you can say it silently every single day while you're in the shower, before or after you meditate. Honestly, at any time that feels right for you. And this is going to boost the chakra for the month. And of course, for you, the chakra is the violet colored crown chakra, which sits on top of your head and is connection between heaven and earth. Just as the 12th house is about the spiritual and the mysterious, so your crown chakra will connect you with the cosmic and the mystic. It's the seat of the cosmic consciousness and connects us with the divine intelligence and grace. It's a channel or a portal, and through it, divine information pours. It's a center for trust, inspiration, and happiness. See it spinning on your head like a violet colored crown when you meditate. Let me know if you try it out. According to the law of gender, everything, person, and situation has a male and a female energy. This is how creation happens. In the animal kingdom, the law of gender manifests as sex, but it goes way beyond that, all the way to the idea of yin and yang. The universe was formed under the law of gender. To truly know yourself and to master the universe, you must live out both your masculine and your feminine energies, no matter which sex you are. Then you can co-create with God. And that is it for this video. If you found it informative, give me a like. Go ahead and follow if you want to hear more videos like this. As always, I'll see you on the next one.